But what do you think it means? What does that mean? What does it? What
I
is?
just think it's a very shallow. To me, I think it's a very shallow dig on pastors, younger generation pastors, who wear a certain type of clothing. And I think because of the recent revelation of Pastor um,
Carl Lentz.
Carl Lentz, um, and his moral failure, I think
Right.
it brought about that conversation, and I think people are associating his moral ineptitude with his running around with all these circles like Justin Bieber um, and Kevin Durant and all these other actors that are in the culture and are hip to the culture. That first, what do you think of that? What do you
Yeah, I
say to
think
those
that
people?
I do think that may be why some of these things are coming out. I personally don't see a connection with his moral failure with anything that they have spoken about him stereotypically as a cool pastor or trending or hipster, because those are the labels that they've placed on him. You know, when it comes to adultery, when it comes to moral failure, we have seen this throughout the years, the generations upon generations. We've seen this over and over and over again, and it has absolutely zero. Has absolutely zero. What do we look at? You know, the people like Jimmy Swagger, Eddie Long. What do you? You know, these are not hipster pastors. You know, I saw somebody wrote something like, I saw this coming, and for me, it's such an ignorant comment, because when do you not see it coming, or when do you see it coming? Like, all you're saying is that you've casted judgment, and they fell into the judgment in which you've casted of him. So you've judged a person because you saw them running, or you saw them according to again social media, which we know social media is not true, but you saw them hanging around with Justin Bieber. You saw them with Kevin Durant. You saw them with popular figures, and so because of that, you've said, "Oh, you've casted your judgment." And then now is a moral failure, which has nothing to do with him hanging out with Justin Bieber, him hanging out with Kevin Durant. As a matter of fact, I dare say that these guys may be just as disappointed as a lot of people
Hmm.
are, and sincerely concerned, with his relationship, with his marriage, and his hurting wife and his
That's
family, and their
good.
hearts are broken, his mind's broken.
Right.
I just see what people have casted their judgment, saying, "Oh, because of this happened." No, that happened because he fell. That happened in the same way it happened for someone else. There was an open door that he allowed and he walked into, and he didn't say no to it. That's it. That's what happened there.